everyone, Jennifer here, back with another edition of TV Talk. It's Sunday, and that means it's Dragon's Day. And this week's episode of Race to the Edge was Sandblasted. As the writers investigate why traders are disappearing from the northern markets, Hiccup and Snotlout fall victim to a treasure-hoarding dragon. Okay, things I liked about this episode. This was the first time I saw this episode, so I'm honestly going to say there was nothing I didn't like about this episode. Not that I hated the episode. Actually, this episode was gravitating more towards the I like category than the I hate category. But this was the first time I watched it, so I have to watch it a few more times because nothing really grabbed at me to really make this as a standout episode. There were a few things I did like, however. I just am not listing them, but I will touch base on them. First off, again, we have Hiccup and Snotlout kind of working together, and that in and of itself, to me, is just hilarious. To have Hiccup, who is the official, unofficial, I mean, when they were younger, he was kind of the unofficial leader of, well, he was the official, he's the leader of the group, and he has been since they were like 15, and they basically, since the ending of the first movie. And then you have Snotlout, who thinks he should be the leader. And not only that, but also thinks that when Stoic is no longer chief, that he should take over, not realizing that, or not caring, that Stoic is actually grooming Hiccup for this role. And I'm not sure how that worked in Viking culture, but I think it was actually passed to the chief's son or the person who married the chief's daughter, but again, I'm not sure on that. So I did like that because it's like these two polar opposites having to work together. And I know I don't know how accurate this is, but I know somewhere out there, like in the books or something, Hiccup and Snotlout are supposed to be like cousins or something. It doesn't really, I've had people comment on some of my TV Talk on Dragons videos on that before. It doesn't really come up in the show though, so I'm guessing it's like maybe in the books or the comics or something, or maybe it comes up in the third movie. But I'm not saying it's not right. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I have not come across it yet. So if it is, that's kind of a very interesting twist. And maybe that's why Snotlout feels that he should, take Stoic's place when the time comes. Also, this actually, and this is not a spoiler because it comes up like first thing in the episode, is kind of a tie to the opening scenes in the second movie. You all remember that scene where Astrid kind of wins the dragon race and Stoic said, "That's my future daughter-in-law," kind of thing. Everyone was like, "Oh, well, maybe it's hopeful thinking on Stoic's part and whatnot, or wishful thinking on his part." Turns out it's not, because the main reason they go to this northern market is because Astrid and Hiccup are looking for betrothal gifts to each other. They are actually betrothed in this episode. And that's not a spoiler because, again, it's mentioned in the beginning of the episode. I think it's actually in later episodes that this happened, possibly the last episode, like the first episode of the season. I don't remember. It's been a while since I actually watched that episode. So that's not wishful thinking. A lot of us were probably hoping that they were engaged by the time frame of the second movie. But I think some of us were like, oh, well, maybe that's Stoic's wishful thinking because because Astrid and Hiccup spent so much time together. No, it wasn't real. They just weren't married yet, but they were betrothed or engaged to each other. Kind of the same thing. Engaged, betrothed. There is a difference. Betrothed is more, it's the parents' choice. They pick it, from what I remember from books and stuff I read on the subject. They're not on the subject, but have the subject in there. Betrothed is more the parents make the choice for political reasons, and it's usually like someone of a noble family. betrothed to someone from another noble family. So actually the idea of Hiccup being betrothed to someone, since he is the son of a chief, would not have been an uncommon thing. The thing is that he would probably more, since a betrothal is for political reasons or a treaty, his betrothal would have been more to like the daughter of another chief from another village, to unify the two villages, not so much to Astrid, who is from their village. So this is, while they're saying betrothal, in my opinion, this is more of an engagement, because number one, it is to someone within his village. It's not for political reasons, at least not that I know of. And from what I understand from the dialogue of this episode, this was more their choice. They made the decision. So to me, this is more of an engagement than a betrothal. They're just using the word betrothal for whatever reason. Which is, I like that. It was a nice touch. It kind of ties in a little more to the second movie, and it confirms a fact from the beginning of the second movie, which was nice. Okay, things I didn't like about this episode. Again, not a lot I didn't like about this episode. I'd have to probably watch it a few times more before I can actually say, oh, I didn't like this or I didn't like that. But all in all, I thought it was a fairly decent episode. It touched, it did tie up one loose end from the second movie, which was nice. I really like when they can go back and tie that stuff up. And there will be more loose ends from the second movie that will be tied up within this series, I promise you. So I look forward to seeing what those are. But all in all, I mean, it was an okay episode. I'll probably, I'll watch it a few more times and probably find more things I like about it than I dislike about it. But right now, I'm just saying for both categories, it's nothing. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Please like and share this video if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you're watching on YouTube, and feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. I do have my name for those four sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video do belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. And I will have the link for those four sites in the description section as well, if that makes it any easier for you guys to find me. Also, I would just like to say this one thing, and please note that my Tumblr account has changed. I just forgot to change it there on the screen. I am no longer Anime Princess #1 on Tumblr. I am now Fanfic Princess 2. And please let me know if you're having problems finding my Tumblr site on my page on Tumblr. Because I'm pretty sure that what I have is not right, but I think it's right. One of those weird things. I don't know if I actually, I'll have what I believe is the link, but if you're having problems finding it, just type in, tumblr.com, and then you can just, on Tumblr, look for, type in Fanfic Princess 1. Hopefully the link I have will work for you guys. If not, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Feel free to check out my related DreamWorks Dragons videos. Oh, and I apologize for the typo, but I forgot to put one on there. It is movie talk on Dragon's Homecoming. I do apologize for forgetting to put that on the related page. I just now realized that. Okay, my other TV talk videos on dragons. Books Dragons. My other TV talk videos. And my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a few things I'd like to touch on. First off, to my YouTube subscribers, any of my videos that are not on YouTube can be found on Facebook. I will have the link in the description section. My Facebook friends, any of my videos that are not on Facebook are on YouTube. Feel free to check them out there. I will have the link in the description section. And I have a group on Facebook. It is called Fanfic Corner. It's basically a place to post and share fanfics, short stories, and fan art. And if you don't write fanfics or short stories or draw fan art, you can still come and view them, see the fan art and read the fanfics and short stories. Just please keep in mind that if you are posting something that is not yours, I do ask that you credit the author or artist. And I do accept author unknown and artist unknown if you do not know who actually did the fan art or the fanfic or short story. But Keep in mind, if the fan art is signed, it has to be a really hard to make out signature for author unknown to be acceptable. And I know there's some out there that it's a really sloppy signature. I'm not against the artist. It's just sometimes it's hard to make out. So I do accept that. I know some sites, some people will say, oh, that's not crediting the author, that's not crediting theirs. My opinion is, because you're not saying this, you're basically saying, hey, I don't know who did this, but I really like it and I'm sharing it with you, and I really, really liked it. I'm not claiming it as my own. So basically saying unknown is an acceptable credit on Fanfic Corner. I will have the link for that in the description section as well. Okay, I'd like to apologize for not posting a video. This is last week, but in a while. Basically, with this COVID-19 thing, I've just been insanely busy with work and have been way too tired to really stay up and watch an episode or do a review video. So I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, stuff happens. I will try to make sure it doesn't happen again, but number one, I have no control over my schedule. It's, whenever my boss decides she wants me to work, whatever hours, whatever day, and however long. Usually it's about 8, and usually my max is 8.5 hours, and usually it's up to that point. Sometimes it's a little bit less, sometimes it's way less, but that is usually the max. But, if she wants me to work 5 days a week, what am I going to do? I have to work if I'm on the schedule unless I cannot come in. So I do apologize for not posting. I will try to not let that happen again, but I cannot make any guarantees. Okay, finally, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will be put on hold, and DreamWorks Dragons will be coming to an end. Mid-fall and mid to late fall. So that means two things. Number one, that means that there will be an opening for a new series for TV Talk on Friday and Sunday, and that you guys get to vote and tell me what show you would like for each days. Yay for everyone! Okay, so basically for Friday, your choices are Knights of the Zodiac, My Little Pony, King of the Hill, and Wolf's Rain. And for Sunday, it's Dot Hack Sign, Horseland, Inuyasha, and Outlaw Star. Voting is very, 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 very simple. All you have to do is write down which one of the 4 shows listed per day you would like me to do a video on in the comment section, and or like or love a positive comment on one of the 4 shows, and whichever one gets the most votes is the one I'll do a video on for that particular day. You do not have to write down what day you're voting for. I will know by the title of the show. Please keep in mind that negative comments and dislikes do not count as votes. If My Little Pony is selected, we will be doing the original My Little Ponies, or My Little Pony and Friends, and Friendship is Magic. I will not be doing the in-between ones because I do not have them. And if Knights of the Zodiac is selected, because it is an extremely short-lived TV show, or at least an extremely short-lived on DVD TV show, I will basically, once that's done, jump to the next TV show that had the next highest votes for Friday, rather than have you guys cast a vote again, because you'd basically be throughout the whole TV Talk series for Knights of the Zodiac, be casting votes, and I don't want to do that to you guys. Voting will be until October 1st, or October 16th, for Friday, and November 1st for Sunday. However, if this changes, I will let you guys know. You may vote as many times as you wish, but please keep in mind that in the event of a tie or absolutely no votes, I do have the final say. So far, the votes stand thusly. For Friday, we have 1 vote for My Little Pony, and for Sunday, we have 1 vote for Horseland. However, you still have plenty of time to get your votes in, so be sure to make your voices known. As always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.